Hey folks, I've recently done two videos featuring Glarry guitars, and they weren't exactly full of praise. The first one was on a spruce rosewood model. I found issues with it. I didn't say it was a bad deal for whatever I paid, $75 free shipping. I found issues with the finish and some of the joinery. Setup needed a lot to be desired, but I expect that at that price range. But I had two people get onto those videos. The last one I did on the Ovation Copy, I think made by Glarry, that was just truly awful. One of the few guitars I've sent back. And I did a video on that a couple of videos ago. So I had a couple of people respond to those videos telling me, what do you want for $65? Stop whining. Which I found quite amazing, because I've literally made 200 videos now, largely featuring these unknown, underdog, cheap guitar productions, and finding great success with doing setups in buying guitars under $100 shipped to your house. So they must have only clicked on that one video and responded not knowing much about me. So I want to correct that. In the last few weeks, I have bought an Arcadia guitar for about the same price as that Glarry. I've bought an Afawame guitar, same price as the Glarrys. I've bought a Van Gogh guitar, same price as the Glarrys. I've bought 3 or 4 Clevon guitars, cheaper than those Glarrys. I've had a Rogue guitar in here that's cheaper than those Glarrys. I've had Bridgewood. I've had all kinds of guitars, some of which I've made videos on because I found them to be good value, and others that I didn't, because I didn't think they were worthy of even the $65 that I paid. So I'm not quite sure why people are so quick to respond. And by the way, if that constitutes whining, then I'm not going to stop. This is an informational channel. It's an opportunity to get the word out on some of these things. I have the wherewithal to get a lot of guitars, do the work on them, report to you. And a lot of people say they're very grateful for the service that I provide and for giving information about a lot of these guitar companies and models. They're not always going to be raving reviews. I'm going to find issues. This guitar here, this Arcadia, good deal for $80 shipped, but has issues, has setup issues, has things I need to take care of. I'm going to relate that. And I know that Guitar Skeptic, China Guitar Skeptic, Guitar Max and others are thrilled with these Glarrys and talking them up. I'm not won over yet. I've had 2 of them, no 3 of them now, and they've all had issues. Yes, they're cheap. Yes, they're a decent bargain. Yes, I don't know how they do it, shipped to your house for $50, $60. But the ones I have had all have pretty bad finish issues, binding issues, joinery issues. 2 or 3 people have written back to me and said the only reason they got joy out of theirs is because they refinished them, particularly that spruce rosewood model that I reviewed a few months back. So I'm not the only one. If you look on both videos with those Glarrys featured, and maybe there'll be more in the near future, you'll find other people chiming in on messages saying, giving their witness to having bought one and finding issues with them. So it's not whining, it's just reporting on what you find, being honest about what you're sent. Sometimes these things are sold by eBay sellers as sort of seconds and blems, although I think all the Glarrys are blemished from what I can see. So you might get a bit more success buying directly from Glarry, I get that. But from what I can see, what I've seen so far, the shortcuts they make in order to make their guitars so cheap are the reason why they have some of these issues. If that changes, I'll report on that. But so far, I'm not completely convinced that it's the best guitar you can get in the $65 to $80 range. There are other options out there, and there are other things that I found to be superior than those guitars. I just had a Donner in here a couple of weeks ago. I think they're much better made. I think they're better finished. I think the woods are better selected. And there are other guitars as well. Those Clevon guitars are excellent for around $100 $90, $100. So, you know, I'm just reporting what I see. If you think that's whining, then just either live with it or don't watch the video, because I'm going to keep doing it. This is what I do, both for a living and for a passion, and I just report the truth. Whatever I find is what I say, and I know that $60 is not a lot of money to pay for a guitar, but if it's not up to the quality and standard of others that I'm seeing at that price range, I'm going to relate that information. Alright folks, most of you are cool. I just had to correct one or two. Alright, cheers. See you next time.